Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to some more VGC. So today we are playing with the Groudon team again. As we can see here, I think this is a team that was used by Aaron Zhang, like what we're versing against. From memory, someone told me it was a support Thundurus, support Dragapult, obviously Zacian, Landorus, and his Politoed Kingdra. So we're basically staring at opposing weather. I think Scarf Croaker here is very, very good. I'm a bit worried about the Pult having Will-O-Wisp if it's support, which makes Thundurus like a difficult proposition. Incineroar is pretty weak here to the Zacian, the Landorus, the Thundurus, Politoed and Kingdra. I don't want to lead Coco without like an actual offensive option. The problem is I think my opponent leads either Thundurus or Landorus here, which is really bad for Venusaur. I'll bring Thundurus, bring Venusaur, and bring Groudon in the back. I know I said Celesteela could be very good here, but yeah, I don't see... I think the best way to win this matchup is offensively. It's kind of like hyper offense versus hyper offense. And our opponent's got two very good support Pokemon. Also, sorry about the lights. I started recording, or I started like looking for a game, and I was like, oh yeah, and I'm like, oh wait, I haven't set up my webcam yet. I haven't turned on any lights in my apartment yet. Yeah, kind of rushed myself, so apologies. So interestingly, they lead Kingdra and Dragapult. So we can pretty much ascertain that they have both the Zacian, which we can see it's changed to its crowned form, as well as Politoed, most likely. I actually really just... or it's either Gleam or Electroweb here. Last time I didn't Gleam, I was mad at myself for not doing it. The problem is I just think I get Will-O-Wisp here, right? Flash up. I should have webbed. I should have webbed. Like okay, so the Politoed switch is obvious, right? Let's go with that. It's obvious. I would have thought they would have been worried about me Volt switching. Right? Like, surely that's an obvious play, like, hey, I have a type of Coco, I'm going to Volt switch. So what I'm thinking here is they're going to Geyser into the Coco slot. Yeah, I thought about wild charging the Pult. I probably should have. That's good damage. It's not policy, at least. Is Coco, okay. That's... it's not fine, but it's fine. It's a Life Orb. It's gonna lash out. It's not gonna do a lot, but that's okay. Probably puts it in a Wild Charge range, to be honest. I do have to be careful, because I've set up Electric Terrain, which means I can't Sleep Powder the Kingdra. I don't know if a max Vine Lash KOs. I just wonder if you're my opponent. Because you could max Geyser the Thundurus slot here, expecting me to... expect me to switch into Groudon. If you think you live this. You probably do. But, so I think in that instance, this is really dumb. But we're doing it anyway. Yeah, Politoed switches out, which is obvious. Probably into Pult. Zacian, okay. That actually makes sense. Because So I have in the back now, they have Dragapult and Politoed, okay. I don't know if Thundurus lives a Geyser in Rain, even with an Assault Vest. Losing Coco turn 1's annoying. I liked my Electro play more. I should have Airstream. Yeah, I was going to say we're definitely living that. Okay. Puts a Zacian at +1 speed, which is actually a little bit worrying. Our Wild Charge did nothing, dude. Good lord. A Vine Lash. Not terrible damage. Okay. Good damage onto the Zacian. So Zacian is what, 220 if it's max speed, so it goes up to 330. Which means it definitely outspeeds Venusaur if it's max speed. We're 145, we're timid, so we go to 190, sorry, go to 290. If they're the silly set that's like not full speed, we actually still outspeed it if we switch in Groudon now. I don't know how much merit there is in max guarding this turn, but I'm going to do it anyway. And just Wild Charge Kingdra to get out of the way. We'll see. Interested to see. It is just Geyser, I assume, into the... Probably Geyser and Behemoth Bash. Actually die. What's the point of Assault Vest, dude, if it's not going to work? Whatever. It might still die from the, Thinger. Vine Lash, I mean. Nope. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, so we're bringing Groudon now. Which will set up the Sun. Zacian can pretty freely switch into... Dynamax ends. Okay, so... They can switch out Zacian into Politoed to reset the Rain. And Air Slash or even Hydro Pump the Groudon. Because I think Groudon at this point is your biggest threat, but I have just protected the Venusaur. So, and you know that your Kingdra's going down to Vine Lash. What is its Pult? So I can Quake here and P-Blades, I think covers my options. Protecting here is so obvious though. Yeah, I don't like protecting, but it's like, to me it's a 50-50. Kingdra switches, okay. I thought about that as an option as well. Because obviously Kingdra should beat Groudon. Just depends on what moves it has. Yeah, Behemoth Blade into Venusaur, I would assume. Yeah. I could have gone for a double protect that, I just didn't see much point in that. If I don't miss the P-Blades, we potentially can win. It should knock out Zacian easily. Why did Politoed just live on like 1, dude? What is wrong with this Groudon? Is it Berry? Oh, okay. So Toad dies. Pult will come in with full health. I wonder what item the Politoed was. If it wasn't Berry. Is that the last one of Vine Lash? Let's just see here. No, cool. So we just protect this turn. Because Vine Lash should KO the Kingdra. Should break potential Sash onto the Dragapult. And then we just gotta hope that Groudon can 1v1 a Dragapult. Okay. Yeah, so it's Will-O-Wisp. I'm thinking Breaking Swipe. There's not really much we can do about the Will-O-Wisp. The shame Vine Lash ends now, though. But I guess it's better that it ended this turn and not last turn, so I'll take it. We're pretty much forced to go for Precipice Blade, so we have to connect our Precipice Blades. If we're lucky, we dodge at least one Will-O-Wisp, but we're not that lucky. Yeah. It's so dumb that Groudon gets burnt. Damn. It's not Fire type, it's not Primal. That does so much damage still, holy crap. Okay. Just gotta hit one more. That's all we gotta do. All we gotta do. And they have Phantom Force. Okay. Okay. Take a bit of burn damage. You can't protect Phantom Force too, in case you weren't aware of that mechanic. Phantom Force does go through Protect and Sub, I think. Oh, we really need to hit this. Please, Groudon. Oh, thank God. Cool. Alright, well, I think we played that pretty well. I mean, losing Coco turn 1 is kind of annoying, but obviously at the end of the day, the chip onto the Politoed and the chip onto the Kingdra was really nice. Electro able to slow it down, but probably wouldn't have been the difference anyway. Probably would have meant that the Politoed would have died a turn sooner. Which, now I think about it, probably... it would have been better for us, I guess, but... Look, take the win. I'm just trying to figure out if I could have played that any better. But, you know. Always happy with a win. Alright, I will pause till I get another battle. Alright, I am back, and I've remembered to turn on my lights. Okay. We have a really interesting team. Triple Dark. And the only fairy type I have is Tapu Koko. Okay. I mean, looking at my opponent's team, Groudon is extremely powerful here outside of the Lapras. Obviously, as we ran into last time, Umbreon is a bit of a pain. Incineroar could be very good here. Obviously, Venusaur is very strong for that Lapras. Thundurus is also extremely powerful because that's superpower. In fact, Thundurus is super effective against everything in our opponent's team. They don't have Intimidate though, which means Thundurus is pretty much going to stay neutral the whole time. So I just need to think about their best options for dealing with Thundurus. I'm pretty happy to lead Coco Thundurus. To bring Groudon and Venusaur in the back, I think is fine. There's also a case to be made to bring the Celesteela, as well as Incineroar. Having an extra fire move for Ferrothorn could be really handy, actually. It would be over Venusaur, though, who also has a very good matchup against a lot of this stuff. Outside of the Yveltal. Having Intimidate, I think Venusaur's fine. Although, in saying that, they could get Trick Room up with the Sack Attacker. That's kind of a bit of... probably not something I considered enough. So bringing a Choice Scarf Tapu Koko that I think has died turn 1 every single game I brought it is maybe not the best thing. The other reason I brought Koko though is because it does set up the Electric Terrain, which basically means that the Umbreon, if they did bring it, can't set up, or can't yawn most of my Pokemon, obviously outside of Thundurus. Okay, so them leading out the Ferrothorn's a bit annoying. Actually very annoying. I really wish I brought in Incineroar now. Okay. If you're my opponent, what do? Do you have a ground type? No. So you either have to protect the Lapras or switch to Lapras. Look at this. Try and get an immediate attack boost. Try and capitalize off if they I just want to spread my damage because I feel like you either have to switch to Lapras or protect the Lapras. Ferrothorn's kind of free to set up an Iron Defense if it is that set. They're not switching. But I mean, do you really G-Max the Lapras in this position? I say that knowing full well that people are just going to do it. So realistically, a case is to be made for doubling into the Lapras with Wild Max Lightning and Volt Switch. Oh my god, dude. Unless this is the Ferrothorn, but I think it's the Lapras. I sincerely don't understand this play. Like, I don't understand it. You have two electric types in front of you, and you're just like, oh yeah, I'll just Dynamax the Lapras. Yeah, I don't get it. At the very least, okay, they max got it. That's fine. I don't get to Volt Switch out, but that's fine. Let's probably do 40%. Yeah. So if I doubled into the Ferrothorn, it'd be at 50% health, which I thought about doing. I assume it's just Iron Defensing. Oh, Leech Seeding. Why would you Leech Seed the Coco? That does not make sense. So it's leftovers, and it gets Leech Seed back, and it's the whole thing. Okay, well, I'm locked into Volt Switch anyway, I think I stay locked in Volt Switch. Gets back a lot of its health. Now we just Volt Switch the Lapras, and Max Lightning the Lapras, to ideally stop it from setting up Aurora Veil or setting up Rain. Ferrothorn here has the option of just going for Leech Seed onto Thundurus. Dude, I like how Thundurus is just there chilling, just like, oh yeah, getting wound up. About to punch somebody. They should have put like a little singlet on him. I don't know. Sorry. Okay, how much are we doing? That's good damage. No weakness policy. Okay. This could be a bit risky, but I am going to go the Groudon. I'm hoping +1 Max Lightning KOs a Lapras. Set up the Sun. Okay, cool. I was a little bit worried. This Thundurus has been a little underperforming, so... Assume Leech Seed, yeah. Leech Seed makes sense. The max fighting into the Ferrothorn was just to make sure I definitely got my max fighting off. As I said, spreading your damage, particularly if you're just not 100% sure on what your opponent's going to do, is always a good base strategy. It doesn't always work out. Like, if that Lapras had just attacked, they probably would have won, or at least like got into a very advantageous position. Okay. I'm going to Precipice Blades and max fighting the Ferrothorn. I have no reason not to. Ferrothorn could protect here, actually. But... actually, I could Knuckle the Tyranitar. That's an option. Because Ferrothorn here most likely protects, because I probably have Fire Punch. But... yeah, it's fine. Either way, the max fighting goes off, right? I also could have switched out... oh, Ferrothorn did protect. Okay, good. I picked the right target. Red Groudon a +1, which is awesome. There's a dead Tyranitar. I mean, that was a +1 max Knuckle. Groudon is now +1 with a Spadef boost. Obviously, Precipice Blades doesn't do anything because Ferrothorn protected. So Ferrothorn will pretty much get back to full health now, I think, if it's not already. Yeah. Okay. So this is the one way to play around Ferrothorn, is pretty much try and kill everything around it. And obviously try not to lose the Pokemon that you need to beat it. So I mean, like right now we have a Tapu Koko, completely useless in this fight. It's like 1000% useless. Okay. I'm hoping that a +2 wild charge KOs the Yveltal. Because I'm going to Fire Punch here. Actually, shouldn't I just double into the Ferrothorn? Question. This is fine. +1 Fire Punch into Ferrothorn. I'm going to double the Ferrothorn. Yeah. I want this thing gone, because then it's okay. The idea was, as I was saying, like, I had a Coco in the back that couldn't deal with the Ferrothorn, but they had a Veltal, which Coco could deal with. So, the better option there, I mean, obviously I had Venusaur in the back, which was useless against both of those Pokemon, but I think that I had a pretty good matchup against the Veltal, basically, is the point I'm trying to make. Ooh, we finally rank up. Okay. Take my 20 BP. Oh, we're back into the positives with the win-loss ratio. Nice. Okay. Found an opponent immediately too, which is really good. Against Angel. Alright. I've seen this team somewhere before. Sorry, I keep hitting my mic. Man, it's gonna come through. Alright. Okay, how did we lose this last time? We lost Coco immediately to Dazzling Gleam. I mean, that's not to say that they're not going to make the same play this time around. I keep having to check my damn controller. I like the team that we brought. There's Coco Thundurus, Venusaur Groudon. I mean, look, ideally it doesn't come down to Groudon having to hit 3 Precipice Blades in a row. Like, you never want to be in that position, because Lord knows it's not going to work every time. But hey, let's see how we go. I'll be interested to see if people play this team differently. It's Master Ball and Dive Ball. It's Thundurus and Zacian. Okay. Okay, who do I want to max in this game? So they should know I'm fast now with the Coco too. From memory, it is support Thundurus. I could Volt Switch. We know that Wild Charge doesn't do a lot. I'm tempted to Electro Web to slow the Zacian down. Problem is I just died or Behemoth Blade anyway. I think I'd rather get guaranteed damage. Dazzling Gleam of Volt Switch. Dazzling Gleam of Volt Switch. Sorry. Discharge of Volt Switch. Discharge, Wild Charge. I hope I got that in on time. A Paralysis here would be huge. Nope. Never lucky. Ow. As I said, I died over Behemoth Blade. I know I died over Behemoth Blade. Which is why I was tempted to go for Electro Web. But that's fine. My god, man. I just do no damage. So depressing. They connect the thunder. Oh my god. See, I just can't ever be this lucky. Like, that's just a thing. Alright, we bring in the Venusaur. Special attacking Thundurus. Thunder. Okay. I'm just worried about Thunder Wave at this point, right? Alright. I'm gonna make the obvious play, but not max. And just kind of see what happens. I mean, Discharge there was extremely greedy, going for a Paralysis. I should have just gone for the Speed Drop. It would have put me in a much better position than I am now. I'm gonna stop losing Coco turn 1, like that's just a thing that I need to stop doing. It just like going down a Pokemon immediately puts you in such a bad position. Okay, their Area Impulse. Glad I didn't max. I'm still hoping that a -2 Earth Power KOs the Zacian. Okay. It does not. Unsurprisingly, they Behemoth Blade. This is why I didn't want to max. Alright. I want to Sleep Powder the Thunderous. Another Earth Power won't kill. They should know it won't kill. Fire Punch. They could switch out. Do they have a Flying type? They have Thunderous, they have Landorus. They've definitely brought Politoed Kingdra in the back, right? Alright, it's time for us to... Don't be Landorus. Okie dokie, that's fine. It's time for us to get lucky again and actually hit Sleep Powder. That'd be real nice. We'll see. So far we've seen Thunder, Area Impulse. What else would it have? Thunder Wave, maybe? Okay. Oh, we actually connect too. Nice. That's good. It's actually really good. Okay, cool. Takes its guaranteed sleep turn. I think I'm actually okay with that Politoed living that. Groudon should outspeed it. I mean, so should Venusaur, to be honest. So what I want to do is kind of switch, actually. Reset my special attack. Thunderous. And Rockfall here. Okay. I know I have 1 HP, but it's just like, it still means something. Imagine a world where you get a first time wake up. Imagine a world, man. That's so depressing. It is so freaking depressing. Okay. They get a Skull Bird, I'm just quitting this game. Okay, good. Okay, so now we're forced to bring in the Venusaur. We will die to Sand unless I go for Max Flare, which is definitely the plan. By not killing the Politoed there, means they can still set up the rain for the end game. But now the question is, do you bring in the Zacian or do you bring in the Kingdra? Because one of them has to come in and take a Quake onto the Politoed slot. Okay. I mean, I'm going to Earth Power Zacian. And I'm going to Quake. Do I Quake Politoed or do I Quake Zacian? Let me Quake the Toad. And hope that it knocks out the Kingdra. Okay. To be into Groudon, We're not going to take this well, but we should still take it. Really? Alright, well. Genuinely would have thought I lived that, if I'm being honest. Genuinely would have thought I won that. I lived that. Like, I was confident. Maybe it's Adamant Zacian. I don't know. Alright, well, we won one of those matchups, lost one. Is what it is. If they give us the option to check the team, we'll actually have a look at it. I should really pay more attention to this stuff, since we've just run into 2 of them. Let's see. Yeah, that team there was apparently the top team of the last format. Let's have a look. So it's Modest Kingdra with barely any speed. What's that? Calm, Politoed. Thunder, Rain Dance, Taunt. Okay, very good. Like no speed on that Thunderous either. Is Adamant Landorus with no speed. Lumberry, sure. It's Adamant Zacian. Okay. That would be why I died. Cool. Well, that's going to do us off for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to leave a like, and I will see you in the next episode. Have a good day.